Earlier we spoke to lawyer Karen Todner, who in the past has represented both Lauri Love and Gary McKinnon. She says Britain's prison system is more accommodating for people with mental health issues compared to the US.
I'm delighted by the result, obviously, and I was expecting it because, frankly, we should have won this case in the Magistrates' Court, and the High Court have really just brought the decision back that I thought should always have been reached in the first place. I think it's very important in cases like this that the cases are kept in the public profile so that they're not forgotten. This is the first case that really tests the forum bar, which was brought in after the Gary McKinnon case. And yes, I do think it creates a precedent, and hopefully it will mean that people who will be prosecuted in the United Kingdom rather than face extradition. He knows that our prison systems do accommodate much better than the United States people with mental health issues.
As I mentioned before, Lauri Love's case has been compared to that of accused hacker Gary McKinnon, whose mother, Janis Sharp, joins me now. Janis, thanks for talking to me this evening. Gary was in a very similar position to Lauri Love. What's so significant, maybe for you and in general, about today's ruling?
I think it's incredible because they've used the forum bar that was brought in at the same time as the decision on Gary to actually refuse to extradite Lauri. So it's absolutely incredible. It took me by surprise that one of the judges stood up there and said, no, we're not extraditing him. And this has set a precedent. And hopefully it will bode well for other vulnerable people in the future for similar crimes.
Janis, do you feel like it's a bit of a triumph for you? Because you were you worked so hard with Gary, didn't you? And this did come in immediately in the aftermath of Gary's case.
Yeah, well, it kind of feels like Gary's Law to me, because she brought it in exactly the same time as she refused to extradite Gary. And that it says saved Lauri is just amazing, and his family, because his dad's had heart trouble, and Gary's dad died shortly after the decision on Gary. The stress it takes on the family is massive. So I'm so happy for Lauri and his family. It's such a massive relief.
And of course, there were other aspects at play here, weren't there? I mean, how significant do you think the forum bar was? There was the risk of suicide, the fact that Lauri's alleged crimes haven't been proven in a court. Do you think those aspects on their own would have been enough to keep him from being extradited?
I don't think so in a court. I think you needed the forum bar, and I actually wish the forum bar was even stronger, that it was automatic that this would happen, whereas it's left up to not only the judges, but the prosecutors have make part of the decision or have a big influence on it. So that's why I thought it was so wonderful that the judge actually said, no, we're not extraditing. And as you know, if someone is in America, and they actually commit a hacking crime in America, they are automatically tried in their own country. They're not extradited. So this bodes well for British law.
And Janis, just briefly, if you don't mind, do you think that this ruling could damage the UK's relationship with the US? Because, of course, we have always quite readily extradited in the past.
Well, I don't think it should, because, I mean, who would want to extradite two guys with Asperger's? Other people have been accused of the same crimes, and they've been tried here. We wouldn't want to extradite a young American guy with Asperger's. I'm sure we wouldn't. So it shouldn't damage the relationship. And Donald Trump's mom's from Stornoway, isn't she? So that may help.
All right, Janis Sharp, it's great to talk to you. Thank you very much.